All right, when last we left our heroes, we've learned about folders. We've learned about take folders. We've learned about audio take folders and MIDI take folders and the difference between them. We've talked about the pros and cons of each. Now we're going to actually start using some techniques in our workflow for recording into folders and having our session nice and neat and organized and easy to navigate. Before I even start recording into folders, I want to do a little bit of prep work beforehand. I'm going to pretend that I'm recording a drum kit. I'm going to have 8 channel strips. They're all 8 individual drum mics coming off a drum kit that I want to have record at the same time. I want to be able to have them visually stand out against everything else. I want to do some things just to make it easy to see that they're drums, what drums they are, have them name automatically, so I can get around my session a lot easier. So we're going to start with creating tracks in the Arrange window. I'm going to go up to Track, and under the Track submenu, I go to New, ... Now, ... usually means that it's going to bring up another menu and ask you a bunch of questions. So it's saying, how many tracks do you want? What do you want them to be? So I'm going to say 8 audio channel strips, starting with input 4, and I'm going to have those inputs ascending, okay? So they're mono inputs, input 4 ascending. So the 8 channel strips are going to be input 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Hit create. That brings up all these channel strips, and as you see, they already have a color assigned to them. I'm going to go to the mixer now to start this stage of the preparation. I go to the mixer tab and I open it up. When I open up the mixer tab, I notice that all of these channel strips are already in a quick group. That's very fortuitous for me because I can go ahead and attenuate all of their volumes at the same time. Now I'm going to change the color of these channel strips. If I hit Option C, it opens a color palette. When I touch one of these colors, all of the channel strips will change color at the same time. Now, colors are very meaningful to me in Logic sessions because when I've got a really big session, I want to be able to look visually and say red means drums, or blue means bass, or gold means strings, light blue means melody, green means keyboards. And is that pink? Yeah, that's pink. Okay, well, I use pink. I'm cool with that. I actually use it for brass. That's kind of a travesty, but oh well. So you'll note that my color palette actually probably looks very different from the color palette that you're used to. Usually these colors are in a nice gradient. They go from this red color all the way over to orange. Well, in my color palette, I chose to make very bold colors on the top line. That way it's very easy for me to choose colors that are very different from each other so that they have very different meanings. Like red is always drums and dark blue is bass. These colors are meaningful. When you're doing your sessions, if you remain consistent, this will help you jump around your session a lot easier. So I'm going to close the color palette, and now I'm going to start naming the channel strips. And it's very important that you select one of these channel strips and then go to the next one and select the next one. Right now they're quick grouped, which means if I named one, it would name all of them. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to click on another channel strip just to kind of clear that out. And then I'm going to double click on the first one, call it a kick. Next channel strip, snare. Now, if you hit the down arrow, it'll actually cycle to the next channel strip for you. And I'm going to double click, hit hats. The reason it did that was because in the Arrange window, up and down cycles through your tracks, which will go to the mixer as well. Hit the down arrow again. This will be Tom 1. And then we have Tom 2. And then we have overheads. And then we have a room mic. And then we'll say an ambient mic. Because, man, put a bunch of mics on this kit.